Oh, boys, today is a big day for Convict, my friends. This is something that we have been anticipating for over 3 months now. We actually ordered this product, or should I say set of products, back during the Christmas holiday. It is now today, March 25th. I film my videos a little bit in advance, as you guys know, because it allows me freedom and family time.
You ordered this before we even technically had that, didn't you?
I did. It was a risky move. I knew that I wanted an F450. I knew I wanted to do this very specific product on the F450. I just didn't have the F450, but I knew where the product was, and it all worked out.
Get product and hope truck comes later.
Yeah. It's called strategic. It's called strategic. I can say the word, I swear. It's called strategic modifications, my friends. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Limers Automotive on an absolutely glorious day here in spring. It's roughly 65 degrees right now, and it feels wonderful. Sam's cruising over in his brand spanking new New Holland 318 that he just recently picked up to help us load out this new lift kit. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the lift kit for Convict is finally here, and I am so excited to show you what direction we're going to be going with this thing. Spoiler alert, we will be converting from that coil spring on the front of the F450 with this mod. Side note, look at this absolutely sick looking 4th gen. This thing's got some stance on it, 2214s with what looks like a 3314.5 Fury. This thing looks really good. It does happen to be a limited, and it's got the cargo storage boxes on the side, which I actually really like. This thing is sweet. It's not going to be here for long. How about that 4th gen though?
I want that.
That's mine. I'm lending it to them. We went over that in the last vlog.
Yeah, you're right.
Ooh, here he comes. Proudly built in the USA, New Holland, right here out of Lancaster County. Sam over at Limers, always taking care of us to the utmost extent. This man goes and grabs the skid steer out of their new building and says, you know what, dude, it'd be my honor to load it up for you. Right there, my friends, is what's going to transform Convict from the beauty that he is today to what he will be. Thick warning, my friends, very thick warning, because if you think that the thick and girthiness of Convict is real right now, wait until you see it rolling around on those JTXs with 38s. Brandy spanking new Holland is looking awesome. You cannot beat a new piece of equipment. This one looks to be certified by Jacob. I definitely don't think you're qualified. No. That's good. Those brandy spanking new Bradco forks looking oh so fancy, flexing on my hand-me-down. It's almost like this man knows what he's doing or something like that. Spoiler alert, my friends, spoiler alert. We may or may not have went with King shocks plus King other things for this build right here. Also, just kidding, that truck is already sold. Yeah, it's not available. For obvious reasons. The flex is about to be real, my friends, but not quite yet. We gotta get to the shop. Ah, yes, boys, we've got the new lift kit here right behind us, and we are about to do that very special thing of unloading it. If I had my skid steer here, I would pick it up out of the bed of the truck, but the skid steer's up at the homestead right now, so it looks like I'm gonna tell Jake to do it.
I was just getting ready to say, it looks like I'll watch you unload it.
Yeah, let's get this unboxed, boys. We gotta go over this right now, and I'm super excited to see it myself. This is like long awaited. Like 3 months at this point in time. 3 months for the wheels, 3 months for the lift, and they all happen to come in the exact same week. What are the chances of that?
You've had the truck, you've lost the truck, gotten the truck back, and now the lift gets here. Nice.
What a chain of events, my friends.
Jock and Jack standing around doing nothing, and I'm working.
Anybody that gives themselves credit actually doesn't deserve the credit.
I swear I'm not just fluffing.
Yes, boys, we got ourselves a freaking wickedly nice PMF Precision Metal Fab lift kit for Convict. We wanted to go with nothing but the absolute best for that build because it's one hell of a truck. And I really wanted to do something super special. I've always wanted to do a build that just incorporates all the powder up underneath and truly sets it apart from everything else. I'm very, very excited to say the least, guys. So we got a lot of components that are sitting right here on the ground, ever so organized and looking so pretty behind us. We got to get into these. right freaking now. Jake and I literally just took the last hour going through everything, making sure that we didn't nick the powder coat. We got it all unpacked for our viewing pleasure. Plus, we do love to do an inventory of all of our components and list of materials before we actually start a build, because take it from our experience, if you ever get into doing any installs yourself, gotten into scenarios where we assume that we have all the parts, but we actually don't, and it ends up causing a massive
setback slash headache slash annoyance slash many other words.
Everything that he just listed. So I got to give a huge shout out to Trevor, the owner of Precision Metal Fab, for coming through with an absolutely beautiful kit. The reason that it was somewhat hung up for a longer period of time is because I was kind of caught up on a few different powder coat colors, but I'm glad that that happened because I finally made up my mind, where I was a little bit indecisive for a little while, and landed with this right here. So my friends, this is a pearl white that pretty much identically matches Convict himself. It is a multi-stage powder coat that gives a nice white base layer and then adds a pearlescent kind of sparkle on top. It's really hard to kind of show through the lens. You guys are getting a somewhat accurate representation of the color through the lens, ND filter and all that kind of stuff. It looks really, really good. It's gonna look even better installed on the truck. So this right here, ladies and gentlemen, to start, is a pretty much comprehensive 4.5-inch lift kit from PMF. What's cool is when you order a kit like this, you can specify your lift height. Typically, there's a range associated with lifts. This one right here can go a little bit up and a little bit down from 4.5 inches. A lot of it comes down to the actual bracketry size. For instance, the back leaf spacers and the front track bar drop bracket. It's not like you can just take a lift kit and go up to 8 inches if you want to, although there is some adjustability in this one. So this is actually a conversion kit. Conversion being that we are actually taking out the coil springs that are in the front of the truck right now and replacing them with King coilovers. So we've got all the King shocks. I've had Kings on builds in the past, but these are actually the first set out of a box, brandy spanking new, and I'm so excited. This is a huge accomplishment for me. I've looked forward to this day for a very long time. So needless to say, when I was unboxing them, I really embraced every single second of it. There's nothing better than looking at these things laying on the ground and envisioning them on the truck. That blue color in minimal amounts scattered across Convict with this white powder coat is going to look so sick behind the JTX Forged black wheels that we have sitting right there and the 38s that we have sitting right there. Those oh so massive 38, 13, 5, 24 tires that have waited ever so patiently for this build. Okay guys, so we're kind of going to start from this side and work over. What we're looking at here is, you can see we have in total 8 King shocks, and here's why. Up front, we're going to have 2 King coilovers that go in place of the actual coil spring that's on the truck right now. Those get married up with these coil springs. They stack on top of each other to create the coil over. Then we also have King shocks that come up front as well. So we've got coilovers and shocks. They're separate entities, but they will stack together, so we'll have 2 reservoirs under each front wheel well. To the left of that, we have the back shocks with resis right here, and then to the left of that, we have the King steering stabilizer and or dampening kit that's going to go up front. It's a dual steering stabilizer. Here's some of the brackets right here. Circling back over, we have the resi mounting brackets, which are right there. They have PMF in them. They look really cool. They go on top of the King shock to get everything to marry together very nice and neat. Then we have the reservoir mounting brackets. These are billet aluminum. They have PMF engraved in them, looking oh so fresh and feeling oh so light, being that they're aluminum. And then we've got some of our mounting hardware here. These are really neat. The one thing that I truly appreciated about Trevor is not only the fact that he looks into all the little details when he manufactures his company's product, but he also did a hell of a job really going the extra mile to package all this stuff up. It's the best packaging I've ever seen. You can tell they really took their time in assuring that shipping and handling would not mess up any of the stuff that we have right here behind us. So we've got our massive U-bolts that are going to replace the ones that are on the truck factory. We've got our adapter brackets for the bottom of the King shock to where they mount up to the actual axle. We've got our extended brake lines for front and back. Coming on over to the left side here, we have our new drop bracket, which is going to replace the Carly drop bracket that we have on that truck, mind you, which is an absolutely awesome product. I've loved it. We've got our front and rear differential covers with the PMF logo on it, as you can see. Coming to the left, this is our track bar drop bracket that will replace the drop bracket that we have on that truck right now. Coming back here, we have our blocks, lift blocks for the rear of the truck. These things are ever so massive and hella sturdy, to say the least. Again, I kind of commented on the fact that these are for our dual steering dampener kit for the front of the truck. More bracketry associated with that. Coming over further to the left side here, we have our bottom U-bolt brackets that also have your bolt-ins for the track bars. So these are their ladder style track bars, very simple tubular style that comes down to a reinforced style on the back. And then there's a cool little area that's open right there. I'm excited about something that we're working on that's going to help us truly brand this truck in a little bit more of a minimal minimal way, but really goes a long way. I'm excited to show you guys what we have there. It's currently in the works, so it will come at a later point in time. Coming back over here, we have our sway bar drop brackets and associated hardware for that. These are the frame brackets for the track bars. Everything bolts right up, fortunately, because you wouldn't want to see me weld, that's for certain. And then what's neat about this kit is it's actually a 3-link rather than a 4-link. So you have 1, 2, 3 points of contact to the truck, and the 3-link actually combines the bottom bar into the top bar. This will be the first 3-link setup I've ever run. Pretty unique design, to say the least. And on top of that, right here, PMF sends a comprehensive install guide / inventory list for everything that we have in front of us, which is most certainly nice. It's just that, unfortunately, if you decide to order something like this, it will not come with Jake's boot print. Now, unfortunately, guys, we are not going to be installing all those goodies there behind us today. This was actually kind of a spur-of-the-moment video where the lift had arrived. Sam from Limeridge texted me that it arrived, and obviously I've been extremely patiently waiting for it to arrive, so I decided to kind of share it with all of you today, as I was just so thrilled to get everything unpacked. There was really a lot of powder coat that you saw in there, and you might say to yourself, man, like that is on an entirely new level, as is literally and, well, figuratively, because this truck is just leveled right now. 2.5 inches up front. It's going to get lifted up 4 inches, so this big ass truck is going to become a very big ass truck after that's installed, but it's still going to be at the point where we'll be able to drive it as I do today, as a daily, and not have to worry about too many inconveniences outside of the inconveniences that the girthiness of this thing already causes. It will sit considerably wider than it already does, which is crazy because it's so wide as is. So it should be kind of interesting, to say the least. I don't know. I don't think any drive-through is going to accommodate me.
I swear if it stops me from getting my coffee, I'm not going to be...
You are just succeeding at everything you're doing right now.
No, it's going to fit. We're going to make it fit. I don't care if I got to get out with the jackhammer and get rid of something.
Well, fortunately, we're going to have a tremendous amount of tires, so that way, God forbid, there's ever a point at which my tire decides to make love to a curb, it'll be protected, my friend. So finally, guys, I can say this is the point at which the Convict build is actually going to truly begin. This is where we are going to get to work on this thing, adding powder coat to other areas of the build, and starting to actually paint match some goodies. I've loved the way that this truck is sat for the last 3 months. It's been absolutely stunning. I have enjoyed it so much, guys. Literally, you need an F450 in your life. I no longer have any favorites for the trucks that I've owned. It's just that I do become very privy and attached to the ones that I drive for a while, and this one's right up there with all the other ones that I've ranted and raved about in the past that I've told you guys that I've fallen in love with. Yes, I've fallen in love with daily driving this truck. It is absolutely awesome. The F450 sets the bar pretty high, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Now, rather than us going into all the details about what it is that I'm gonna do and soil the surprise, that wouldn't be any fun. We have something else on the agenda that's gonna get us one step closer to the point that we can actually start wrenching on this thing, because like it needs to happen immediately. So we've got somewhat unfortunate news about the JTX forged wheels. We've got the 4 dualies here in the back. We've got 6 38s right there behind us. We've got 2 24 by 12 boxes that don't have the wheels in them currently. Unfortunately, we don't have the wheels right now because of these spikes. Well, actually not this spike right here, but because of some of the spikes, we received a few of the wrong ones. So we ended up bringing the 2 front wheels back to where we bought the wheels from with some of the incorrect spikes, so that way they could order the correct spikes, get the spikes, make sure they fit, and then we can go pick them up. So what we're gonna do in the meantime is gonna help us just get one step further. So all I gotta say is we have a date with 4 of those 38s and our back wheels right here.
I'm not sure how I ended up like this, but I'm here now.
That is a big ass tire, AKA a bat, my friend. You don't like Batman?
No, I love Batman. Funny story, my girlfriend sent me into the store to get a mask for us because we were going to a store that needed them. So I'm thinking like, what do I do? I get her a kid's Batman mask. She loved it. She turned it inside out. So yeah, I love Batman.
Surprised you weren't sitting down there, Jacob.
I mean, I can.
I know you can find a seat anywhere. What a beautiful sight, my friends. It's,
Thanks.
This guy. But that mullet, though. That mullet do be different. That mullet straight out of pocket, though.
I showed the whole back.
So we're over here at none other than our good friends and family over at E-Town Auto Works. Nobody would ever touch my wheels in the entire state of Pennsylvania or the entire domestic USA other than these guys right here. We got our main man Dave just chilling. This is the guy that actually ended up stealing my 2020 Denali, aka Dream Diesel giveaway number 15, to get married for his proposal, and that was a pretty big deal.
Yep, got a poster of it on my wall now.
How's married life, my man?
Awesome, it's been incredible.
Yes, it is an absolute blessing. So we're over here today. We have a dually. It's got 6 wheels and tires, but we only have 4 for you today. We figured it would be a good start. Wait until you see these. Are you more privy to black wheels or polished wheels, Dave?
I think I'm gonna like the black better.
Ooh.
But polish does look really good.
V2 is on the horizon, my friend. All right, guys, let's get these things unloaded.
I don't want to lose a finger.
Why isn't this working? So a quick look at the back wheels for you guys. We quickly showed them when we debuted them 2 videos ago on the vlog, but here's another quick look. Check out that gloss black finish on these JTX forged wheels. These things are awesome. They're super simple, very minimal spike design, kind of like we have on Lucifer, except there's a few more spikes. Very, very concave in the back, this huge lip. I'd say that that's probably about at least 10 inches. We've got the inner and the outer wheels in these 4 boxes, married up with these 38-inch tires, and they're going to look ridiculous when they come together. The big question that we won't be able to answer on the vlog this time around is whether or not we'll be able to mount these things up side by side like the ones on the dually over there and have them touch or not touch. I really just don't know. I'm speculating that we actually might run into issues, so we might have to put a spacer on the wheels, but only time will tell. We're not gonna make any assumptions at this point in time, so only time will tell. And as quick as we got the components, we're saying goodbye, but it's all for good reason because we are one step closer to being able to transforming Convict into what his initial design was. This truck is going to look ridiculous when it's done, and I cannot wait. Let's take a look at these spacers that Jake nearly just broke his back over. Those things are for the JTX Forge. They are absolutely colossal, just like the ones that came for the American Forces, except that center hub, I don't really know. Oh, that's where it bolts into the hub, and then this is the adapter. Fun fact, though, there are no adapters for the front like we have in the truck right now because of the fact that we're running super singles. It's going to look so awesome.
Dude, this thing literally probably weighs 50 pounds.
That is a heavy-ass piece of metal. Yes, you are very right in that, sir.
Happen.
Why doesn't this work today? Finally, we have a nice transition. It's only but just a few more videos that you're going to see Convict version 1 in the flesh before this thing goes under the knife and completely transforms. If anybody's just as excited as I am, you should absolutely smash that thumbs up button. And this, unfortunately, boys, that part in our day where we are gonna end the vlog. So thank you as always for watching. Smash that subscribe button, like button, and drop a comment below about what you guys think about the setup that's about to be hitting this truck. Let me know if you're excited about seeing the super singles. Stay tuned for the announcement of Dream Diesel giveaway number 17, our biggest giveaway in the history of all the giveaways we've ever done. We will see y'all in the next upload.